What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Joel Friday TV. I am Joel Friday. Welcome to the show. A few announcements before we get started. Hit that like button, smack it. Lay the smack down the like, subscribe, and share button. Tell your peoples about the show so we get the subscribers up and the message out. Do it now. Help a brother out. As you guys know, we are live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And at any point during the show, you can call in at 888-775-3773, 888-775-3773, and we could talk about whatever you want. If for whatever reason you can't call in, but you still have a question or comment, or you just want to support the show, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JoelFridayTV. Type it in the browser, buymeacoffee.com/JoelFridayTV, or go to the YouTube in the description. You can click the link there if you're too lazy to type. You know what I mean? Or you ain't got no arms and you just prefer to click a link, you can click the link with your nose. You know, just hit the little keypad button. So you could do that. Or go directly to YouTube live chat, hit the super chat button on YouTube, and send your question or comments easy right there as well. You do have those options, and I'll read them live on air. Amazing stuff. We are live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Punchy.tv all across the board. So you can watch the show from any of those platforms and hop in the comment section and have a ball. Get on in there. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Amazing stuff. Shout out. I think that's the wrong hand. Amazing stuff. I want to jump right into it only because moment of transparency with y'all. I didn't charge my iPad right here. And so if that thing die, then we ain't getting the message out. No, I had to just go straight from the heart. But I have a few notes here that I took that I want to talk about for the show today. So I want to get right into it while I got a little bit of battery left. But if it dies, it's no big deal. Joel uses Hitler hand. That ain't Hitler. This ain't Hitler. This salute to the soldiers. I think it's the left hand. I could be jacking it all up, and this is blasphemy probably. But salute to the soldiers. Ask Nick to charge it. No, it's all good. I think we'll get through it. Amazing stuff. So today I wanted to talk about recognizing good from evil. This is so interesting to me. Maybe it's interesting to y'all, maybe not. But I think this might be some interesting information for you guys. Just things to look out for, because Satan is busy. Ooh, the enemy is busy on the mind. And a lot of people, and nobody that's watching JFTV, right? But a lot of people don't understand how much it is an actual spiritual battle going on in our minds, in our spirit. And we're constantly being tempted and deceived and tricked and set up. And it's up to us to, for one, keep our faith in God, lead us and guide us in all things. But for two, be aware, right? Awareness. And awareness is faith, right? Awareness is faith because you're just trusting. But anyway, you be aware of it. And in awareness, you can overcome all things. But most people just don't know to be aware. The average person does not know to be aware. But Satan is so busy. And I just wanted to talk about this because I see this happen so many times in my own life. Thanks for the disclaimer, Joel, not us. I see this happening so much in my life, and I know this goes for everybody across the board. I know it. And I want to explain that. So God will at times bless us, right? Not just with things, but just with understanding, insight, or sometimes with things, right? And when he blesses us with it, we thank God for it, right? We're like, thank you, God. Whew, thank you. Thank you for getting me out that situation, or thank you for giving me that, or thank you for another day. That's one that everybody uses. Thank you for another day. But like, God will give you things and you'll be grateful for it. But then when Satan sees that you're praising God, I'm telling you, he's coming after. He's coming after you. And when God gives you things and you recognize it's from God and you're grateful for it, Satan goes overtime to destroy any faith that you have. It's so crazy. The attacks is so insane. And I want to speak on how to recognize Satan from God, because if you don't recognize it, Satan got you. Because he's so deceptive. He's so tricky. He's so tricky. And so, yeah, the first thing I want to say is that when God blesses you, Satan, his attacks go through the roof. Especially as you're growing, you're learning, you're making sense of things. Satan, he doesn't want that to happen, so he would try to destroy your little faith. And I see him doing it in my life, in every aspect of my life. And he'll like take a little break sometimes, and he'll let me do my thing and like just let me like walk around smiling, joy. And then he'll just come in there and just sucker punch me, at least try, right? And I'll be feeling the pain, and I felt the hit, the punch. I'll be like, dang, this is crazy. But he'll do that, and that's how he works. And he'll try to attack it and make you doubt what you thought you believed. It's the crazy thing. And he'll get all the little demons to help him do it, because he does not want you to get to the light. He does not want you to see, because then you'll overcome and defeat his whole army. So anyway, how to recognize Satan? We'll go to that first. How do we recognize Satan? How do we know when it's from Satan or it's from God? How do you know? One thing I realize is that Satan always brings confusion. He's always bringing confusion to where you're not sure if you should do this or you should do that. If this is right or this is wrong, he gets you in your head confused about it, right? And then while you're confused, you start feeling bad, right? You start feeling the pain of it, like whatever you're confused about. And when that pain hits, everything that he whispers in your ear at that point, you start believing to be true. And then you start spiraling. And then you start spiraling, because now you're trying to figure out what's the right thing to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? And now you're just trying to feel better at this point. You just want the pain to go away. So you're trying to find the right answer. You're digging how to figure out what you should do, what the right answer is. Am I being deceived? Am I being tricked? Am I being set up? Is that right? Was that wrong? And your feelings just keep feeding. The thoughts are actually feeding your feelings. And it feels more true every single time. And then you start thinking you're crazy. And you spiral. And one of the main ways to recognize Satan is to realize that he always brings you pain. If you have pain, if you're feeling like guilt, if you're feeling like pain, we'll just go with pain, then that's from Satan. God doesn't give you pain. Satan wants you to feel pain, because in your pain, you're going to be digging in your mind to prevent it and to stop it. So Satan brings you pain. He brings you confusion. I'll give you a quick example, and then I'm gonna move on. Satan is all about what if. He's all about what if. He just wants you to do a what if, right? He's in imagination. And he wants you to do a what if. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this doesn't work out? What if I lose this? What if? He's always in the what ifs. And just this morning, I was doing something, and I was talking to Jesse Lee Peterson, founder of Bond, founder of the network that I do my podcast on, for those that don't know. Just out here, not too long ago, I was doing something, and I was asking him, well, what if this? It was in regards to work. I was like, well, what if this? And he was like, don't do a what if. And immediately I understood. I was like, dang, I didn't even realize. He said, don't do a what if. And he was right. And I saw in that moment that I was doing a what if. What if this happens when I do this? God doesn't operate in a what if. That's Satan. Satan wants you to stress about something that ain't even in front of you yet. It don't even exist yet. You'll deal with it when that happens. And soon as Jesse said, don't be what ifing, I was like, oh, yeah, I get it. That's how Satan operates in the what if. Now, how to recognize God. It's real simple. It's real simple. And I'm still learning. But how to recognize God is that anytime a decision is being made, God only brings peace. God only brings peace. He brings clarity about what you are to do next. He doesn't bring stress. He doesn't bring wonder. He doesn't bring worry. He doesn't bring confusion. He just brings peace about what you need to do next. So if there's something you need to do, he'll tell you what you need to do, but he'll bring peace about it, clarity, and you'll just do it because you see clear that that's what you need to do. You won't have a doubt. You won't have a wonder. You'll just see what to do, and you'll be okay with the decision. Like, for example, everybody knows this example I'm about to bring up. Everybody knows this example is a breakup. That's the most practical example. I have a couple of examples, but we'll use breakup as one of them. Breakup is that you don't know, should I break up with this person? Should I not break up? Should I be with this person? Is this the right person I'm supposed to be with? Am I not supposed to be with, right? Satan is doing the what if game. Well, what if this happened? What if? But if you are to break up with somebody or to leave or you're in the wrong person, it'll be clear and made known, and you won't have to worry about it. You'll just see that you need to break up. But a lot of times, let's say you like a person. You're thinking like, well, what if this don't work out type of thing? And you're thinking that if it doesn't work, you're going to feel this pain, it's going to suck, and then you live your life trying to prevent that from happening. What a mess. But if you are to break up with somebody, if you are to leave the situation, the peace and clarity from it gives you a desire to want to do it. So you don't have to live in fear, wondering if it's going to be hard, if it's going to suck, if it's going to be painful, or none of that. Because if you see to leave or move on, there'll be clarity and you'll want to do it. So you don't have to worry about the pain of it. If I'm making sense here. Same thing with losing a job. I don't want to lose my job. I got this good job. Dang, I don't know if I want to lose it. Everything's going good. I got my bills. But I see this new guy come in, and all he keeps doing is complaining about me to my boss. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to lose my job. What am I going to do? And then Satan is playing the what if game. We just wait and see. And if you are to leave or whatever it is you're supposed to do, God will bring you peace about it, and then you move forward. So Satan brings confusion and what if God brings you peace and clarity. And that's how you tell the difference between the two. Lord have mercy. I think there was something else I wanted to say about that. Hold on. Let me see. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Because I had to use that. Saying be busy. And sometimes I have to remember those principles. That, what should I do here? Because once you start spiraling, it's hard to see clear. You get in your head, you get confused, and then you start stressing out, you get the feelings, it gets real confusing. And then you start spiraling. And there's nothing we can do in that moment to change how we feel. You just gotta watch it, be aware. Dang, I'm tripping right now. Dang, I'm in my head. And you just be aware of it. And you'll probably keep going back in your head, in and out your head. But you just gotta continue to just be aware. I'm in my head again. I'm out. Don't try to control it, because controlling it only makes it worse. I know this from experience. Do not act upon, even though it may happen. But acting upon these feelings only make it dig you deeper. It only made us feel. It's going to happen. And you just want to be aware of it, because it'll soon pass. Shortly, it'll pass, and then you'll be like, what the? Every time, you're going to be like, what the? Why was I even? And you'll see that you were tripping. So we don't got to control it. We don't got to run to the Bible to feel better. Just watch whatever happens, just let it pass. And just, I don't know what else to tell you about that. But Satan coming after you, I'm telling you. He's going to bless you. He's going to give you something. God's going to give you something. And you're going to be grateful for it. And Satan's going to, and it's going to make your faith grow. Meaning like your faith grow. And then Satan's going to come in there and he's going to confuse you to make you doubt what you thought God gave you. And then you start thinking, wait, that wasn't even, and you start tripping. Satan playing a dirty, nasty game. But all we have to do is be aware, just watch. And let go. God will guide us in all things. I'm just speaking from experience, y'all. Experience what be happening in my life. I ain't making this up. This ain't coming from the Bible. It might be in there. I don't know. But I'm just speaking from my life experience. Not somebody else's, not the Bible, not JLP, not the nobody else. From my experience. What a mess. I'm gonna get to the calls. Let me just check the super chats here. Does that make sense, y'all? Press 1 for no. Press 2 for yes. Let me check the super chats. And then I'll go straight to the calls here. JC with the donut. JC from Little Rock says, happy 200. I appreciate that, JC. Happy 200. JC says, thank you, man. He sent this yesterday. I missed it. Thank you, JC. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're on 200 episodes. Today is episode 201. Tomorrow we might do a I'm thinking we're gonna do a celebration stream, or we might do a little spicy challenge. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I might bring in a couple of the guys to come in here and do a spicy challenge with me on air. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's episode. If the Lord is willing, I think we're gonna do something like that. So thank you, JC. I appreciate it. Right on. Joel in his Tony Robbins phase. I think that's a compliment. Tony Robbins seemed kind of smart. I'm getting some ones in here. Shout out to the twos. The ones haters. The ones saying no, they don't get it. Hater. Nah, I'm playing. Let's go to Justin, a first-time caller out of California. Justin, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Oh, thanks for getting my call, Joe.
How's it going, Justin? All is well.
I'm all right. I'm actually super grateful. I'll try to be quick about it because I don't want to get lost in the feelings. The feelings is like the sauce of the world, and gratitude is, I think, the sauce of like spirituality. So what I mean to say is the best way for me, because I just related to what you were saying earlier about job loss. I don't have to wonder what if. I already have the job loss right now, so I'm actively looking for work. But the demon of depression that was filling me up this morning, I can say got squashed or destroyed by the cure of gratitude. It was just me washing my car and remembering that I had a windshield wiper that got broken at the car wash yesterday, but today the manager said, "We normally don't do this, but we're going to replace it for you, Mr. So-and-so." And I'm like, well, dang, thank you. And I signed the form and I was out. And I was like, this is one thing I would have liked to let everyone know. The best way to cure demons of depression and increase your faith in what I at least experienced, the faith in mankind is restored. My faith in God, my appreciation toward God is more filled with a good feeling because of gratitude, and faith is part of that.
So would you say that in the process of that happening, those things working out, it made your faith stronger, or what exactly you're saying there?
Yes, because what faith is, according to the Bible, I know it's not Bible Thump for Thursday, but I know that it's basically something that you can't see, but you're confident of. And so I just lost my way, my confidence of faith, and that came back to me just by remembering what I do have in front of me.
Yeah.
That, I don't know how to say that, but like it reminded me the evidence of things I don't see are the things that I can easily forget, that someone was working in the back, God was working in the background for me, so I don't have to replace these windshield wipers on top of a job loss.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, he was like very grateful, and just to be able to help me. And he's like, "I'll even try to help you get a job. I'll look around for you." "All right, thanks, man. Bye." But it was like, dang, this is God using people, and corporations sometimes don't have the best heart, and people lose jobs. But it's good to see that God can take care of you even in the littlest of things.
No, it's true, and the hardest thing for people to do, and I'll speak for myself too, is to stay out of the head and just trust and be present, because it feels like there's such a huge desire to want to get involved and figure out how you can be better, or figure out what you can do next, or figure out how life is going to go tomorrow, instead of just letting go and trusting that it's all being worked out, and you'll see what's next to do. It's very hard to just be present completely, because we've been taught, for so long that you need to be an intellectual. You got to be smart. You got to remember the scripture. You got to do. It's like everything is teaching us to be in our head.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the devil tried to get me to be in my head, but I was able to see clearer. No problem there. I was able to see clear that I'm not alone, and that there is no sense in getting in your feelings and your thoughts about, I didn't have any kind of anger toward the people. I was mad at the situation, but there was a fluke with my windshield wiper, I guess. But still, even with the video, they said, it's okay. The local store is going to cover you this time because, whatever. And I was like, that's really not needed, I guess. But, for me it is, but not for you guys. And that's pretty rare, especially in business. So I think it's something for people to remember. So it just changed my whole day. That little thing became, I thought, like the biggest thing that was happening. And then the next day, I was blessed with something that's going to be saving me stress. Yeah,
it was a nice reminder. Right on, Justin. 100%. You're right about that.
Oh, and one more thing. Jesus said, "Who of you can worry about anything and add an hour to your life?"
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So just want to remind everybody, have a good day, and hope in 2024 we have a peaceful transfer of power, and we get more peace in this world. We definitely need it.
Right on, Justin. I appreciate that. Call me again really quick. How did you hear about the show?
Oh, I heard about the show on the Hake Report.
Nice.
Earlier. Yeah.
Right on. Well, call me again, Justin. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. It's already taken care of. But anyway, I wanna talk about something else. Because I think you guys get the point on that one. Shout out to the Hake Report and the people tuning in to Hake that hear about the Joel Friday TV podcast. Right on. Shout out Hake Report. But let's move on. So right now, there's some more information that just came out about your boy, Chat's boy. And who's Chat's boy? Diddy. And Diddy, they have some more information out on him. Well, not information, but charges. And I want to share that really quick because I thought this was so interesting. Accused. So I guess they're not charges, but this is what they're saying. This is from Valuetainment on Instagram. Sean Diddy Combs accused by 120 victims. Lord. 120 of them. 120. And according to Valuetainment on Instagram, Sean is now facing new allegations of sexual assault from 120 accusers. And hold on one second. 120 accusers, including claims from a man who alleged he was abused as a 9-year-old. Houston attorney blank blank announces that he represents an equal number of male and female victims. Male and female. That's interesting. It's actually a very interesting point. With 25 of them being minors at the time of the alleged incidents. Combs, who's 54, Diddy, is currently in custody awaiting trial for separate federal charges related to sex trafficking, where he is accused of using his influence to facilitate drugged sexual performances. Okay. I want to talk about this a little bit. We don't have to get crazy into this, but I want to talk about it. Is whether this is true or not, it doesn't matter to the public. He's cooked. He's done. And unfortunately, everything is guilty until proven innocent. So he's already done by the public. He's shamed. He's done. He's cooked. He's cooked up. And what's crazy is that the internet almost, and I guess I'm doing it too. I'm spreading it more because it's like there's like no chill on just waiting to see what happens. But there's interesting stuff here though too. Because at the same time, I was talking to one of the guys out in the office, and the interesting thing as well is that I do not like when people are demonized off of accusations, right? I feel like it's not like a public thing that should be put out there. Like the world doesn't need to know anything, to be honest. But secondly, if he's just charged for these and these are just accusers coming forward, that shouldn't have any weight, right? But it does. But on the other side of that, on the other hand, I also think about people in the industry too. Hollywood has very evil aspects to it. Absolutely. This ain't no conspiracy theory either. There's very evil aspects to Hollywood, different agendas going on, different weird things that happen. I was in it for a little bit, just a little foot in there. So I didn't see a whole bunch of stuff, but I seen enough. And anyone with eyes can pay attention and see as well. But I wouldn't doubt that a lot of these entertainers who are well known are involved in these weird things. Maybe not to the extent of how, of course, he's being accused of. Of course, media and stuff, they make things more dramatic than what they are. But I don't doubt that he was involved in things. I don't know. But the industry is weird. People in the industry are weird. People in general are weird. Christian, non-Christian, Muslim, non-Muslim. People are weird. So I'm not surprised. But I think it's also interesting that there's males, who are accusing. Because that's typically not male behavior. To accuse another man of these things. Or to be an accuser. Like a victim, right? That's typically, meaning like of rape or sexual assault. That's typically not a male's position to take. They'll either suck it up or deal with it in private or do it like that. They're not coming out like we see in droves with the women accusing men of these things, of rape and sexual harassment and Me Too, all that stuff. We see women doing it all the time. But it's not typical for men to do it. And according to this source, 25 men. That's interesting. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 25 of them said are said to be minors. And there was one that was a 9-year-old, a man that he said he was abused when he was 9 by Diddy. Let me see here. An equal number of male and female victims. So this guy, the attorney, says out of the 120 victims, an equal number were male and female. 60 men, I don't know the exact number. But according to him, he's saying equal. So he's saying half and half. I doubt that to be true. What are the odds of 60 men and 60 women both doing it? But around 60 men and around 60 women are both coming forward and accusing Diddy. That's interesting information. That is interesting information. I still think my stance is not to judge the man. But if any of this is true, it's not right. And he should do his time if anything he's done was illegal. If it was illegal, if any of it was legal, nobody's business. If you want to have freak off parties and do legal things, that ain't nobody's business. Just you don't go around if you don't like it. You don't send your kids around if you don't want your kids to be around. And leave it like that. But 120 victims is a lot. Lord have mercy. 120 victims, accusers. If that's true, dang, you cooked. I wish Diddy well, though, because that's unfortunate. He's still a person at the end of the day. And regardless if he was intentionally doing these crazy things or not, he's still a person at the end of the day. And I wish him well. But cooked. That man is cooked up simply just because of this. Can I show my phone on camera? But simply just because of that article. 120 victims, he's cooked. And the world's cooking him right now. And the world ain't a forgiving place. So I wish Diddy well. And he just got to learn from all this mess. And suffer the consequences if it's meant for him to suffer the consequences. Ultimately, for him to overcome and see the light. If not, then he won't see the light and he ain't going where we think. But what a mess. And they coming after everybody. It ain't just Diddy. There's thousands of people in Hollywood that be doing little freak offs. But I wish everybody well. Nobody should be getting exposed. That's insane, though. That's insane. Nobody should be getting exposed. You deal with it with the law, or you deal with it personally, and boom, leave that alone. Because if you expose another, they will expose you. You will be exposed. You expose others, you will be exposed. And everybody got little secrets. Everybody got little things that they don't need the world to know or want the world to know. And that's stuff that it shouldn't be out in the public like that. So don't be exposing folks unless you want to be exposed. But I don't know. We wish Diddy well. Stop it, mama. Speak for yourself, Joel. You can support Diddy, the P, but we're not. Well, you guys don't have to support him. I don't support him. What in the first place? I don't support Diddy. I don't know Diddy. I don't support Diddy on any of his things. I'm just saying I wish all people well. I wish what's that one guy? Well, Jeffrey. It ain't nothing like that, but don't mean I support him. What the? Anyway. Let me go to some calls here. Shout out Diddy and Epstein and Dahmer. Hey, shout out Diddy, Epstein, and Dahmer. Let me add to it Hitler. Let me keep going. I'm just playing YouTube. Hick trying to get me cut off. Let's go to Carl out of Massachusetts. Carl, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yo. How's it going, brother?
All is well, Carl. How are you?
Doing actually extremely good over here.
Are you the one that called me Yoel?
Yes, I am. Is that it's still the wrong spelling?
Is Joel
pronunciation?
Is Joel? What the?
Oh no!
Come on, man.
Dude, I'm so sorry for that, dude. I mean, like, I should have known that too. Like, it's just when I see Yoel, I don't know why I think. When I see Joel, I don't know why I think Yoel.
Are you Mexican?
No, maybe I. Well, I mean, like I have like some
multicultural kind of like friends, and I don't know, maybe I've seen like Yoel. I don't know why I thought Yoel, like make the J silent. I don't know. There were a lot of different kind of folks like at my town, like it was mostly just Irish Italian, but just do a lot. Do other people call you fucking? Sorry, pardon my French, but the Yoel though, like, do people call you that ever?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so odd. It's so odd to hear Yoel because I never heard of Yoel. But it's all good. What did you wanna talk about?
Crap. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, with the Diddy freak off stuff. I was just gonna say, do you remember the you remember the song "Shake Your Tail Feather"?
Oh yeah,
back in the day, way back, like 2002 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that song's pretty good. I mean, you got to give it up for Diddy, like how good he was at producing music and stuff back then.
You mean like? What do you mean? Are you saying that give him kudos for making good music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean like do you remember that song, like "Shake Your Tail Feather"? How like cool to play that was. I was like really young at that time, but it was still like such a cool song, and I still like I'll listen to it, and I don't really. I'll throw it on like when I'm on the highway, and I'm like, oh, the song is still like really good.
No, Diddy made some great songs. That doesn't, and none of it. Yeah, none of it takes away from the fact that Diddy made great songs. A lot of people's songs that we know and love came from the production of Diddy or the influence of Diddy as well. So, yeah, Diddy's a crazy talented guy for sure. A lot of good songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you? Go ahead.
What was it? Are you going to ask if I had like a different question or?
No, go whatever you're about to say. Go ahead. Feel free.
I called into Jesse Lee Peterson's show, Reverend Peterson's show. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Do you know that he does a show, Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I'm a host on his network.
Oh, I didn't even know that. No, I'm just obviously I'm joking. Oh, my bad.
What?
I don't know if you knew I was joking. I was joking. No, like I just like called into a show, but like I was like asking about like if you're living with your mom and like she can be annoying sometimes, like kind of like starting to make her laugh and then like making a part of the joke something that will like get her upset and like get her angry and then like start dying laughing.
Oh.
Like if that happens like a lot, are you like being like a menace of like a son to your mom? Probably.
I mean,
guess you'd have to be there.
Yeah, I think JLP gave sound advice is that if you don't feel anything about it, then don't make a big deal about it. But also at the same time, if you see that that's not helping the situation by you laughing, if she's getting angry and you're just laughing at her, it's probably best not to do that. That's not proper to do. And
right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want that is kind of if you're asking it if it's menacey, then there's something in you that thinks it is kind of menacey, and it might be. So
it might be like messing with me. Like I should probably like not do that and just kind of like just leave the room and not like heckle my mom. Even if it's like kind of playful, it's probably kind of like harmful then.
Yeah,
I have to think about it twice.
Yeah, if it might be fun at your expense, but it might not be fun at her expense. So
true, yeah. It could be technically bullying my mom. Like it could be that, and like she's like 66.
You gonna make her have a heart attack? No.
No, she's a healthy woman.
I want to make a big deal. I want to make a big deal about it because sometimes things are when somebody overreacts, like they're just doing too much, and you can't help but laugh a little bit. But yeah, if it's a habit to just be laughing at her when she's when she's
She's
overreacting.
getting angry,
yeah.
and then like make her overreact more, and then laugh at her, and then like you start.
Now
and
you're
then
playing.
You're really laughing. Then you're rolling around the floor laughing, and she's like kicking you, like, "Screw you! Why are you doing?"
Yeah, at that point, you might be Satan himself.
She's like, "Why is my son a retard?" Shouldn't have said. Damn it. Sorry. I said the R and the.
No,
and
it's
the
all
D.
good. It's all good, Carl. Any other points? I gotta end soon.
No, 100%. I just want to say that, folks, the other night I hadn't seen a buddy of mine in a long time, and we went to a casino, and I didn't gamble any of my money. And when I say that gambling is just as bad as doing fentanyl, and I wanted to ask. I mean, that's just my opinion, and that's why I didn't spend any money at the casino. And I want to say going to casinos and wasting money is the lamest thing you can do, and also smoking marijuana is not far from that. And both of those activities will make you dumber and lamer and more obviously a loser when you go take a girl out on a date. She smells a casino on you. She's probably not going to enjoy the casino smell, like all that type of thing, and like that vibe of that you go to casinos and waste money. So like, it's just the lamest thing. And also marijuana.
Why do you think, really quick, why do you think that weed and gambling and drugs, in your opinion, why do you think those are all the same?
It's just because I grew up with like people that might have done those things like young, but then like they went out and like started their careers and businesses and stuff from like a lower middle class like background. So like whenever I see the guys that are still going to casinos and smoking weed, they're always the guys that don't have any money and aren't ambitious and aren't industrious, and they don't create anything, and their lives are just complete jokes.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that.
No, you're right.
No,
you're right about that. I happen to believe that all those things they all come from the same place. They all are a reaching out, like an escape, or reaching out for satisfaction in the wrong ways, whether it be weed or the gambling or whatever. It's all just to feel better within. It's all coming from the ego. So you're right about that. I agree.
It's like people watching like tons of movies and video games, and they stay in the same place in their career, when really as a man, like, you should be going out and like trying to like really generate a ton of wealth, and then like, so then if you want to have kids, I know that I guess people aren't having kids anymore, which is also a lie. Like the Gen Z is having more kids, I think we're in a good position with like the future generations having more kids. And like, but it's like, if you're not like, even if you're just like, you've like one kid and you're just like stuck in a thing, like it's like a lack of drive and ambition.
Oh,
and it's
interesting.
Just like, it's just kind of like, I don't know, like why would.
When you say drive in it, just to pick your brain, Carl, when you say drive and ambition, why do you think that men should have drive and ambition?
Well, because when you trace it back, I think we're at 400. I'm really bad historically, but 1776 was when I believe that's when the Declaration of Independence was signed. I don't even know that, and I'm from Boston, so that's really bad. So I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me, kids. But it's just no, I mean, like, this country is like a new country, and it's also the biggest empire of all time. So when people think that it's collapsing like Greece and Rome, they don't actually know history, because those empires were around for thousands of years, and our country is new. You see what I'm saying? So, and this country is all based on free will and being industrious and being entrepreneurial.
Well, I was gonna.
And being a trailblazer.
That's what I was gonna ask. So, do you think that the country was created by men who were ambitious and driven, and they put a lot of work in, and and most of their days were spent working and hustling and stuff like that? Do you think that's how it was built?
Well, I mean, it's, I don't know. That's not like kind of a sketchy question, Joe. Come on now.
Why? Sketchy how?
You setting me up or something?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Because
I'm just
I
playing around.
asked, because I wonder because the reason why I ask, and maybe it does sound like accusatory in that way, but I ask because um I don't think that it's necessarily proper for men to be thinking about ambition or drive. But I'm also not opposed to people having their opinion about it because there may be some interesting things in there about it. But I don't think that that's a good thing because then that becomes too important.
I understand what now. See, now like I understand, and I like your guys' style. Well, I'm not going to lump you in with anyone else. I'll say I like your style. I like Reverend Peterson's style of making people that read the Bible and really try to get to the grit of things instead of people that have kind of realized the point of and prayed, and know God, and maybe they didn't do that. They just have harmony in their life. I understand, I appreciate yours and his way, and all of your guys' way of making people not be blinded by rhetoric that could have been put in scriptures, and actually getting to the point of when our country was good, it was Christian, but it wasn't because people were just reading Bible verses all the time. That's they actually knew what to do and stuff, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, people actually knew what to do, and they actually were, and that's the intent that is supposed to be if when it comes to me asking that question, is to get to the point of what you actually mean. But I do got to end, Carl, because I'm out of time. I appreciate the call. We all know that you love American Anchor Baby over the other shows, so you don't have to lie. We know you love Nick more than you love the Hake Report and Joel. It's okay. Whatever.
No.
It's fine.
No, I was joking.
But
I was joking.
Nah, I'm just playing with you, Carl. But I do got to end, and I appreciate it. Call me again, man.
Cool. Good stuff, Joe. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good
one. Nice. I'm so out of time. My computer died, so I don't know what YouTube's saying. But I got to end right now. Let me just check super chats really quick. Queen Lala Forever says, so what leads a man if he doesn't have drive or ambition? That's all tied with purpose. That's a great question, Queen Lala. And that was the point I was trying to make with Carl, is drive and ambition for the most part is a setup. Because there's nothing wrong with putting work in, and you should put work in. And especially as a man, you should be putting, work in. You do a good day's work and stuff like that, but you don't have to overwork. Unless you see a necessity to put a certain amount of work in certain days or whatever the case is, then do that. But I think we've been set up when guys are told that they should be real ambitious and they should be putting everything into their job and their work, and you should be a hustler. And what that does is makes money and your job or career your God. It makes it too important. If you just do what's in front of you to do, you'll end up getting a lot done, but also you'll have more time to live your life and not be stressed out. So I'm not saying anything's wrong with working hard or anything like that, putting the work in, but I don't know, ambition and drive. It just seems like setup words to me. So that's what I was saying. That's what I mean. You just want to just focus on yourself and just be led. Just be led. And if you need to put a lot of work in and hustle, then that'll be clear and you'll just end up doing it. But don't go to sleep every day. Don't wake up every day thinking you got to be ambitious and driven. That just feels like a setup. But I got to end. I appreciate that question, Queen. Right on. Other people in chat saying, Serge says, I don't think about money at all. Right on. What the Joel? All right, I gotta end, y'all. American Anchor Baby coming up at 4 p.m. Make sure you guys tune in. I am out of here, and I'm back here tomorrow for Thursday. It's my last day of the week. And then I'm gone for the rest of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, meaning like I have no shows. But I'll be back here on Monday for a new show. But tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in. We may do a special episode, spicy challenge. Ooh, you don't want to miss that. Make sure you guys tune in. Follow me across the board, Joel Friday TV. YouTube, Instagram, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Punchy TV. We got a show over there. Amazing stuff. And all that good stuff, guys. Until next time, I gotta go. Bye.